I was able to watch Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, the final movie for the DCEU before the reboot, so was it any good? Well, here's my review on the movie. Let's start off with everything I liked about it. And I feel like the brother chemistry in here really works. You get the relationship between these two brothers, and you can really feel their brother relationship, and the relationship really works with the movie itself, and just on its own. You can really feel that relationship. And I did feel like the comedy in here, although I feel like it's a little cringy at times, the comedy's really good. I basically laughed at almost everything. There is a lot of stuff in here I did not laugh at. I will, of course, go into more detail on this section later, but I did laugh most of the time. I wouldn't say most, but I did laugh quite a bit. And the last hour of this movie, not specifically the final battle, but more of the story that they do there, I found it to be different. Like, I was hooked the moment, like, they stated that. I won't spoil it, but if you know, you know. And yeah, that hooked me in even more, and I was basically sold for the rest of the movie. I really liked the first 5 minutes of the movie where Jason Momoa is explaining like what happened since the first movie and everything to do with that. I also really enjoyed seeing the villain again on screen. Some of you may disagree with that, but I felt like he did not have a big enough role in the first movie, so I was excited to see where his story continued in the second movie. And with all that being said, let's move on to everything I did not like about this movie. And this past 24 hours for me, I just feel like I've been hating on everything I watched, because I watched Rebel Moon, I did not like that. What If Season 2 Episode 1 was fine. And now we have Aquaman 2. And this is another one that I did not like. I did not like this movie. I'll break it down, of course, but I did not enjoy it. Like, for a final DCEU movie, it went out with a stinker. Like, this is one of those bad DCEU movies. In my opinion, we only have a few of those, and this is one of them. This, like, really added to that list. And, of course, my ranking for all the movies will come out tomorrow, the day, if you're watching this when this video is uploaded. The ranking will come out tomorrow if you're interested in that. DCEU went out with a bomb. Now, why was this movie so bad? Okay, now, after that first 5 minutes I just said I liked, the movie, I feel like it was a 20-minute convoluted, messy scene of the villain of the movie going through his way to get the thing that he needs to be more powerful, basically. So that happens, and basically when that happens, that convoluted mess with all the chopped up scenes that they had in that one scene alone, if everything, all like bunch of stuff happening at that scene, from that moment forward, I knew that this movie was not gonna do it for me, because everything after that, I was bored as heck over. I was bored throughout the first half of this movie. Nothing was interesting to me. I don't know if that's just because we saw it in the trailer or what. It was boring. The first half of this movie had nothing special. Nothing special. And it's just boring. I lost interest in this movie. Now, there's action scenes. Those did not bring me back at all. I think I was falling asleep during the action scenes. That not literally, but they did not bring me back to the movie. Yeah, this entire first act of this movie was boring. Like I did say in the I like section, halfway through the movie and beyond, that definitely did bring me back to the movie. I kind of like the twist they had in there that changed the plot. I want to like this movie because of the second half, but since the first half is there, I do not like this movie. The first half ruins it all, which is so frustrating. I did say this movie is funny, which it helps it if it wasn't so cringy. There is the dumbest jokes in here. When I say the dumbest jokes, you'll know what it means. But I mean, like, some jokes I did really like. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but the post-credit scene of this movie connects to another joke. Hilarious. That was hilarious. There's also a joke after that scene that I also found hilarious. Other than that, really, none of them really stick out to me. And the rest are just there. There's some moments I know they were trying to make you laugh, but no one in my audience laughed. Like, throughout the part that I already stated, after the first 20 minutes of the movie, I felt the audience, like, energy, like, drain. I sensed it around me that everyone started not liking this movie. Again, it did pick up in the later half, but I felt everyone's energy just decrease as we were watching the movie. There was just cringy lines in here. Like I did say, I like some jokes, but I don't really want to spoil the cringy lines just in case you want to watch this movie. But even though I did say 2 things for I didn't like section, that's basically there all is to it. Just a non-interesting story for the first half of this movie that is incredibly boring with setup and cringy dialogue. That's basically all this movie is. That's basically it. What a bad way to close off the DCEU. I do trust James Gunn. I feel like he's going to do an amazing job with that universe. But for this universe that's been going for 10 years, what a bad way to close it off. But, again, that's basically all there is to the movie. All in all, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, there's nothing special to it. Like, again, I like some jokes. I like the last half of the movie. I like the brother dynamic. Everything else, the first half of the movie was incredibly boring and uninteresting. There's some cringy dialogue that is so weird. I wouldn't say like Batman and Robin cringy dialogue, but there is cringy dialogue. This is probably one of those movies you can put on and just make fun of. Really? Not fully, but it's on that area where you could do that. It's like a fun time kind of movie, but making fun of it kind of movie. I do not recommend this final installment in the DCEU. If you're interested in it, I say wait for DVD or something. Just don't waste your money in theaters. Do not waste your money in theaters. Unless if you get like the cheapest tickets possible, do not watch this in theaters. It's gonna flop anyways, so there's no point of supporting it. And out of 10, I give Aquaman and the Lost Kingdoms a 4 out of 10. Why not lower? Again, there is stuff I enjoyed in the movie, but again, most of it was incredibly boring. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. Follow my letterboxd called The Color Man Movie. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.